Sister. Hey y'all. It is, I have to get good lighting. Look at this. Look at the puppies out there. It's just, oh man, that really does have some zoom on it. Anyways, it's a drabby day here in San Antonio, and it's been kind of chilly and cold, but it's not terrible. It is, I think like 60 degrees right now. It's been getting to like the low 40s at night, so in the morning it's freezing. But today is January 2nd. I started my new job today, and it was really cool. Like, I had a couple meetings, and then I've done a lot of reading because that's what you do when you first start a new job. But it looks like I'm excited about it. It's cool, and I'm off work, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And these dogs are distracting me because that's what they're doing over there, just wrestling. Anyways, Molly and the kids, or not Molly and the kids, Molly and the girls went to go pick up crumble cookies. Michaela had a gift card there. And then, what else did they get? Oh, I think they're gonna get In-N-Out for dinner because Emma was craving In-N-Out. And she doesn't really eat burgers, but she likes In-N-Out, just plain and dry hamburger and cheese burger. That's it, nothing else on it. I like everything. Throw the onions on there. It doesn't have to be cooked. They can just be fresh onions, and I like to eat those. So we're gonna do that tonight. What else is going on? I have a new power supply coming in. If y'all are computer nerds, that's what powers your computer. I have for our media computer that I have all the pictures and videos of family stuff. YouTube backup videos are all on that thing, and the power supply died, so it's been dead. Molly's been doing laundry. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's been a mess, but overall the house is pretty clean because we had everyone come over on excuse me. We had everyone come over on New Year's Eve, and that meant that we got the house really clean. Except for Michaela is up here in the front still because update on her knee. Her knee, she can move it. She has this leg immobilizer that she's supposed to wear, but she went out without it. But I don't think they're going to get out. I think they're just going to stay in the car. But the doctor basically said she has to have surgery. I think I might have mentioned that on the last video. So surgery is coming. The MRI that she is getting will be on the 9th, next Thursday. And the reason they want to do that, they want to see what else is underlying underneath the knee. If there's anything else besides what they think is wrong with it. And so they have to do that with the MRI to figure out what else is there. And then surgery will be scheduled after that. And then it looks like it's, I don't know, like 4 to 6 weeks of recovering, which includes like rehab and stuff like that. But I think a couple weeks at home. So it's I think it's pretty invasive type of procedure. So we'll see what happens with that one. Anyways, I'm off work. I'm gonna just chill for a little bit. And then I have some stuff I want to catch up on as far as just ideas that I have and things that I've started to do, books that I'm reading. And so I'll catch you all up on that here in a second. All right, y'all. The weird thing is that I'm shooting this picture on my Google phone. So when I say okay, G, to do something, it interrupts the video. But this is a problem with smart stuff, is that like this light bulb's probably about a good, there it goes, 5 years old too. So maybe it's about time to replace it. But anyways, it's almost 7 o'clock. It feels so much later, and I haven't really done anything this evening except for we did eat In-N-Out. The kids, well, Molly and Michaela and her boyfriend and Emma are downstairs watching old school Survivor. Like, Molly loves Survivor and totally got Michaela hooked on it. So she's watching season 5, which I think came out in 2005, maybe? I don't know. I know it's old because she was like, these people are like sexist and racist. I'm like, yeah, there's some TV back then that did that kind of stuff. So, but it's interesting to go that far. Not even that far. I guess it's like, I think almost 20 years. So yeah, I guess it is far back. Doesn't feel that old to me though. But when you do look at videos from back then, you're like, the stuff they did back then, that would not fly today. Anyways, I am going to do a few things up in the office. I think I've shared this with y'all, but I started reading this book, The Artist's Way, which is talking about like unleashing your creativity and stuff like that. She says it's a spiritual path. That's kind of like, I think, her own way of spiritual stuff. But still, like, I'm not against reading other people's thoughts on things, even if they don't really jive with mine. Like, that's not, I'm not going to be that kind of person. I don't want to be that kind of person. So I'm going to read it through and take out the stuff that I think is really good, which I've only gotten like 3 chapters in. And part of what she talks about is like emptying your mind first thing in the morning, like writing stuff down. She doesn't call it a journal. She calls it morning pages, is what she calls it, where you basically, there's no rhyme, reason, structure of what you're writing down. You're just kind of emptying your mind. And I'm like, that's actually probably a really good idea For me, the morning does not work because I wake up, my arm's getting tired. Give me a second. Okay, I have no idea if this is like in frame or not or whatever, but anyways, the emptying of the mind, I was like, that's a great idea, but I'm not a morning person. Like I wake up like 20 minutes before I have to log on, throw some pajama pants in a shirt and log on, and I'm off to work. So I started at night and I was like, this feels like a journal, but I'm just not gonna have any thought process to it. I'm just gonna like write out stuff that is on my mind, whether it's like bills I need to remember to pay, stuff that I want to remember to do tomorrow. So I just dump it all out on this thing. I've only done like one day, so I haven't really started. I guess I have started, but it's not a habit yet. Which that's another book I'm reading. But anyway, so I started. I had these old book. I guess they're like journal books. They have really thick paper though, which is nice because if you write on the back, it doesn't bleed through. This one I labeled things that make you say and really what I'm using this one for is whenever I come across like a cool quote, it's like especially in this book or anything I read. Which the other book I'm reading, by the way, concerning habits, is Getting Things Done by David Allen. I've had it for a long time. I just never took the time to read it. So I'm trying to read a little bit of these every day. And I'm putting stuff that makes me go, in this book. And that can be stuff from a book. That can be things I hear on a podcast. That could be maybe a certain Bible verse that comes out. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's a good thing. You know, be kind to each other. That type of stuff. So that goes in that one. This one, she called it morning pages. I'm like, I'm just gonna call this pages because like it's probably not gonna be morning. It might be evening. It might be late at night. It might be during my lunch break. I don't know. So we're just gonna call it pages. And I kind of use this one too whenever there's stuff that comes out amongst the day that I'm like, oh, I should write that down real quick. Not really like for quick to-dos, but things like ideas and stuff that I'm like, oh, I want to do this, but this is going to take a little bit more effort than just like doing it in 30 minutes in the end of the day or something like that. So between all that, that's what works for me right now. Of course, right now, you guys know how to switch things, but there's something about writing stuff on paper. The feedback you get from using a pencil or a pen, your hand against the paper versus against like an iPad. And I really tried to use notes on iPad with the pencil for a long time, and I actually have quite a few notes on there, but it just never stuck because like once I'm out of the app, then it's out of my mind and I forget about it. Like I just don't go back to it. But yeah, that's so far what my New Year's has been consisted of. I'm gonna read a little bit to get some stuff done, and then I'll catch you guys before I go to bed, knock out for the night. Tú eres Ana. Okay, you're Anna. Check. This is another thing I've taken up.
Ella es María.
Ella es María. She is María. Es ella.
Es ella.
Ella. They're saying ella. So I've grown up around Spanish because my dad spoke a lot of Spanish. My mom is Mexican, so I'm half. And it was always ella, not ella. But I know there's like nuances between Spanish from different Spanish-speaking countries. But one of my goals this year, and this is going to be a far-fetched goal, I'm hoping that I hit it, is to learn Spanish fluently, which I understand a ton of Spanish because, again, I grew up hearing it from my parents, and then my dad would speak it to me, but I would always answer back in English. I would never speak Spanish back. And I don't know why, I understood what he was saying, and I would just respond in English. So the speaking part is hard for me, but I understand what I'm hearing. But if someone said, can you say, that's the girl, I'd be like, no, ella, I might get that part, but I couldn't get the words in order. So hopefully this is gonna help. All right, y'all, I did not want to bore you putting this power supply together, but it's done. It's new. It has a 5-year warranty. What a deal. And it's good for newer computers. So if I ever want to upgrade this thing from the 2017 insides that are in it, then I already have a good, decent power supply to support it. But so let me hit the sack. I have a lot more to read tomorrow, actually, for work, for this new job. The beginning is always a bunch of trainings and understanding the way they do things and stuff like that. So I have a lot to read tomorrow, and I want to get some sleep so I don't get sleepy while I'm reading, because usually work stuff is not super interesting. It's not engaging, but it's needed. It's knowledge that you need. So y'all have a good rest of the day. Good weekend coming up. Tomorrow's Friday. Yes. And then I'll keep you updated with what is in store, because next week, MRI and maybe surgery for McKaylee. I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after, but that's coming up too. Keep her in your thoughts, your prayers, and thanks guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.